Okay, by virtue of our ridiculous weather the last few days, I'm going to show you the last two coils that I had time to acquire before I could even take the Spectra V3i out for a second run. The first run was very good. I am getting a rare chance because of patience and patience in me. I don't really get a chance to do this. I just go out and use it. But I am going through the documentation, and the Spectra V3i is relatively complicated. So it's a pretty nice little addition to be able to actually go out and actually learn a little bit before I step out in the field. I'm 30, let's just say well over half my life. I've been in IT, so I know that eventually, no matter how much you fly by the seat of your pants, it never hurts to read the documentation. Here we have a couple of coils that I'll be bringing out into the mix. Let's go with the larger one. I have never been a fan of the pie plate style coils that are common on most of the White's machines. Well, of the older variety. The newer ones tend to be this type of coil, central, with web out or etc. But the old coils, but they were great coils. So don't let anybody say that I'm saying they're not. I just never really liked them, and I don't know. I'm too old and too messy to be that picky. But they always seem to be a fashion statement to me to have these kind of coils, and that's just a personal prejudice. Those are great coils, and I've used them before, and would use them again. But if I have this kind, that's great too. This is a 9-inch. Yes, I better continue. This is a 9-inch coil, not a double D, but a concentric coil, which is supposed to make it very good for pinpointing. I don't usually have trouble pinpointing with double D coils. But it also has the added advantage of being maybe an inch less in circumference than the stock coil, which gives it a better chance of recovery and getting into some areas that I might miss with the larger coil. Now let's really go for recovery. For pinpointing, let's go for the Eclipse Shooter DD. This is a tiny coil. This is a sniper type coil. In fact, it's on the line of the sniper coil that in the AT Pro, AT Gold lineup. I don't know what this thing is, 4x6. It's tiny, and I have some very trashy areas in one of our parks, and it is the park where I found the barber quarter. Haven't found anything else old there, and I'm thinking it may be because the area closest to this creek, which is probably who knows how old, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, who knows how long that creek has been there. But on the edge of that creek, it is just people have gone there, peeking over into the more scenic areas, and of course they spread their garbage there to some degree as well. But there is just rusty bottle caps out your ears, and hopefully there might be a gap where this will fit in, and go through the rusty bottle caps and find another barber quarter or anything else old for my area. Barber quarter was old for my area. I'm in the new end of the Sun Belt and in very, relatively young suburban areas. So old points don't come around that often, and you have to, if you find a spot where it is, you have to pull out all the stops to get them. So the rain has stopped. I don't think I'll be detecting today. I'm hoping that the sun will come out a while and dry it up a little bit. It's just that going out now would be doable, but it would not be doable without damaging the turf severely and noticeably. And I don't want to get myself barred or any other detectors barred by doing that. So I'm going to at least be waiting till tomorrow to go out and do any digging. And then tomorrow I'm going to find an area back in some corner, and I'm going to test, and I'm going to see if it's ready tomorrow. It could be Monday, and then I'll be back in the lunch hunt role, and it's supposed to be clear for a while, and then I just don't want to just tear up the turf anywhere doing any detecting, and like I said, causing me or anybody else any hardship. So that's it. And I hear that the rain that was here has moved in and is been pounding pretty much. We're south central into the deep south, Louisiana to Georgia, and they're getting really hit, and they're getting some historically high rivers. So I wish them well. I will talk to you later, and I will be out there detecting as soon as I can without causing any issues for the Parks Department and any issues for future detectors. I will talk to you later, and you have a wonderful day.